Well, hello everyone. It's Stephanie Stevens. It's Girls Night Out Part 2, and here I am. The other girls had to go home. They had to go home and take care of their children and their husbands. Miss Jessie and Miss Carla James. They did part 1 last night on the Stephanie Stevens Show. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to my YouTube channel. Tonight I'm going to do a little drag makeover for you. So enjoy my video. Thank you guys for tuning in. And here we go. First thing I'm going to start with is Glam's Glow. This is my moisturizer. This is the first thing that I put on my face. Just take a little bit like that. Put it on my hands. Oh, it smells great, girls. Oh, it's nice. It's so nice. That's the first thing I do. You always have to have moisturizer on your face before you apply makeup. Just use the rest on your hands, like that. Well, anyway. Second thing, before I do anything else, this is my foundation. It's Black Opal. That's Black Opal. All right, True Colors. I'll just take a little bit of the Black Opal, as you can see. That should be enough foundation. That's Black Opal. Then I just rub my face. Get your ears too and your neck. You know my little scar there, look at that. You don't need a lot of foundation unless you have a heavy beard. Get all the creases in between. And as you can see, I have a clean finish now. That's my foundation. Okay. The second thing I'm going to do is put highlighter on underneath my eyes and over my eyes. This will help your eyeshadows to pop without you having to put a lot of shadow on. Then you just blend that out like that. Same thing on the other side. As you can see, I put the highlighter in the areas that I wanted to highlight. Okay, now we will take our CoverGirl clean. This is a translucent. And we will highlight those areas that I just highlighted. The good thing about CoverGirl, it just blends right in. You just pat it on lightly. I use powder puff because it goes on better. And you can use a brush, but I find that you waste too much product when you use a brush. And you know I'm a diva on a dime, honey. Okay. Now you take your MAC. This is Deep Dark from MAC Cosmetics that I use. And I just put it on. I blend my neck out first with it. As you can see, this is giving me a pretty matte finish. Then I take my powder puff again, and now I pat it on. I pat it over my highlighter as well. So now as you see, I have a pretty good finish. I've left the CoverGirl clean on my eyes because the girls call it cooking. It gets the soak in to your skin. So I'm leaving the highlighter there for now. Okay? Now we're going to add our contour. I don't use black, I use a purplish black by Kiss New York. Okay, it's like a purplish black. And then I draw my contour line down all the way up into my hairline. Can you see that? Okay. Put it on heavy, like that. I do the same thing on the other side. Take it all the way up. Then I take my contour brush and I blend it in. Excuse me. Blending is the key to makeup. Even when you're doing drag, blend it out. Excuse me. Now you just let that sit on your face for a little while. It's called cooking. Time to draw my eyebrows. Get you a black short pencil, that way you have more control of it. You get better strokes. Better strokes. Okay, eyebrow number 1 is on. Eyebrow number 2 is on. Okay. Now it's time to line your eyes. Bring that line all the way up. Same thing with the other one. Now I have my liner on. Just go ahead and do your lips while I always use a black liner to line my lips first because it gives you a better shape of your lips. Mainly, I have a small top lip but a bigger bottom one, so I want them to look pouty. So I draw them first. That way I know from just looking at the pencil mark, they'll be pouty. You get it? Okay. Now, you take your pencil, a longer pencil, and you draw a line here, starting at the bridge of your nose and out, like that. Remember, I'm giving you drag tonight, a drag look. Once you've drawn that on, make sure your nose is matched. Bring this down on your nose just a little bit like that. Okay. Then you take your blending brush, like this. It's from Dollarama. They have great blending brushes, the little ones that you can control. Then you just blend that line out. Not too much, just like that. Remember, this is drag, but it still must be blended. As you can see, I've created a round shape for my eyes. Okay, see that? Okay, now what I do is I take my marker, liner, I line my top of my eyes. Bring that all the way out and follow that line. Now go back in your crease line with that marker. Try to make that line as oval as you can, all the way over, like that. See that? Okay. Do the same thing on the other side. Now, as you can see, I pretty much have two even eyes. Okay? So you just lift up your eyebrows just to look, to make sure. You want the space to look pretty much the same. I noticed I missed something on this side. There we go. Now what we're going to do is we're going to blend this out with the purplish black. I'm going to blend it out. Just put that right in there. That purplish black, put it right on there like that. And then just blend it. Bring it on down. See what a difference that made? Okay. Like that. See that? Okay. Do the same thing on the other side. This is purplish black. It's not black. It looks black. There we go. Now, as y'all can see that, okay. Now, you take your highlighter for the inside. I still use the CoverGirl Clean Translucent one for cleaning up my highlighters and blending my blackish purple shadow. Y'all see the difference? Do the same thing on the other side. Just blend it right down into that like that. Like that, you see that? Okay. Okay. Now I'm just highlighting a little bit. Now I'm going to take the eyeshadow, the same CoverGirl Clean, and I'm putting it on my lid. As you can see, I'm putting it on my lid, all the way across. Make sure you get in that corner really good. Your eyes are the selling points in any shows. Your eyes, your hands, and your mouth. So you always highlight those areas. Okay, now we do the other side. Now, you see? Okay. Put a little bit more in your brow bone. There we go. See that? Okay. Now it's time to add our blush. While that sits, I use a dark rose blush. Okay. By Airposa. just add that on my cheeks. Bring it right on up into your hairline. Okay. Do the same thing on the other side. Okay. Under your chin a little bit. Now, you take another blending brush and you do the same thing underneath your eyes. Like that. Okay. Make it heavy, because when it starts to soak in, you won't see it as much. Okay. And you go back over where your blush is. You take your dark one, dip it back into the purplish black, just a little bit. And you go back in those corners there, like this. You darken it just a little bit. You see that? See the difference? Okay. And then you do the same thing over here. Just in there. Not the whole thing, just in the corner there, like that. Okay. Now, what we want to do next is while everything is cooking, you take your mascara and you do the bottom of your lashes. Your own lashes. So basically I'm cleaning up any loose powders or anything like that, okay? Do the top the same way. You don't have to be so particular, but try to get as much of the loose powder as you can off your own lashes. Okay. All right. Second thing that you do is you take your regular lashes, small ones. These are for the bottom of your eyes. Okay. This is bonding glue. It's weave glue for black women who use weaves and wigs. I use this for my eyelashes because it holds better and it stays on even when you're sweating. So use this. It's bonding glue. You can get this at Chloe's at college and at Bloor in Ossington. Okay, it's $2 and it lasts you like 6 months. Okay, just right there. And you let them sit for a minute. Okay. So you let those sit for a minute as you continue. Now, you take, this was a blush, a finishing brush. I took it and I cut it at an angle because this is what I use for my highlighting brushes. If you use a regular highlighting brush, it gives you a fatter stroke. I want a more direct stroke underneath my eyes. So I go back into the CoverGirl clean and I cover it. So as you see how much powder is on there. Then I just shake a little bit off. And then I go underneath my eyes like this. Bring it all the way up. Go all the way down onto your blush, like that. A little more. Remember, this is drag. But you still, the art of female impersonation is to look like a woman at the end, not a clown. There's a way to apply heavy, heavy makeup and still look beautiful and like a woman. So you don't want to look like a masterpiece. You want to look like a woman. If you're looking like a painting, you're not getting across to the audience that you are female. Because the only thing they're saying is how much makeup you have on. And you see the difference? Now I'm going to highlight underneath my blush as well with the CoverGirl Clean. You see? Our cheek is starting to create itself. So what we're going to do is we're going to leave that there while it soaks in, or like the girls I said once again, cooking. Do the same thing on the other side. And do your chin. Your forehead, highlight it. Now, your bottom lashes should be ready. Wait until they get good and tacky, and you should be able to put them on with no problem. I usually wear 2 pairs of bottoms, but for tonight I'm wearing 1. Just put them on. Starting from the outside in, like that. I'll just push them up. Close to your eyelashes as you can, your own eyelashes. Okay? That's one. Do the same thing on the other side. Okay, now you let those dry. Now I'm going to do my lips. The liner that you put on before, as you notice, was thick and heavy looking. Just take your powder sponge, dip it in your CoverGirl Clean, and do that. That's all you need to do. Now, you take, I wear 3 or 4 pair of lashes, but I find that when you use old lashes, they work the best. So these are $3.99s that I clipped, and I put 2 pairs of the $1.99s underneath it, okay? So I want them really thick looking. Can you see that? Okay, that's what I want. So now I'm gonna put a little modeling glue on those. Just a little bit in the inside, just a little bit. Okay. Now let that dry. It's Caravana weekend at Toronto. It's August 4th, 2018. The Black black men are in town, the Latino men are in town, the white men are in town, everybody's in town. We're looking to have a good time. So these are my lashes and they are actually drying now. I'm gonna let those dry. Now you go back, now that everything has been soaking, as you can see, it's slowly starting to disappear, the makeup, all the stuff. So you just go back, you put a little more red underneath and a little more on the other one. Just let it soak. Now we're going to take our red pencil by, you can see the name. I don't have my glasses on, so I can't say, so y'all can read that, okay? By La Girl. I think it says La Girl. Okay? I should know the products I use. Then you just put that on like a lipstick. Blend it right into the black, the dark that you had there. I find that this helps hold your lipstick. Now, I want to take my mascara and do the bottom of my lashes. Okay. Push them up where needed. They're pretty much dry. Okay. So now I'm going to do, the next thing I'm going to do is put a little more blush on. Because everything is soaking in now. As you can see, my cheek has started to form. As you can see, and everything looks blended. Even though it's heavy, it looks blended. So you start here and just blend it up like that. Okay. We'll do the same thing on the other side. Okay. Now, you take your CoverGirl again, blend it right out over that red or rose, burgundy, pink, whatever color you use. Try to use something that's of quality and then just blend it into your nose. As you see, that line is kind of faded now. Okay, that's what you want. Then you do the same thing on the other side. See that? Okay. Go back under your cheeks again. And leave the highlighter there. All right, now your lashes should be ready. Just bend them into shape. We'll let them dry a little longer. Now, your liner. Take your liquid black liner and you redraw that line. Like that. You see how dark that became? That's what you want. Just draw it up into that. like that. You see how more defined that became? You paint it, but you still look like a woman. That is the key to the art of female impersonation. Okay, there we go. Now, we're going to take our dark again, our dark black purple, and now we're going to do this part of our hairline, because this is where your wig, the corners of your wigs need to blend with the lines that you put, like when you have the part or when you have hair that you've added in the front. This dark will help blend that in to make it look more realistic. You only need to do that up there. And then just blend it out. Like that. As you can see, my face is coming together quite lovely. Okay, all right. Now, we're going to get our lashes on. Okay. See? Just shape your lashes the way you want them. Now you put them on. Now, if you find that part of your eyelash is coming off, like mine is in the corner of my eye, just put a little dab of glue onto the back of one of your brushes, like that. Just a little dab. Blow on it a little. Just pull it down and put the glue there. And then just stick the lash there. Okay, you see? Okay. It happens, this is drag. So, now you put your other one on. I love old lashes because they work perfectly most of the time. Okay, a little more glue. Just put it down. Now you just let them dry. It'll take a few minutes. Push them up on the sides like that. So you get that catty look, as you can see. Now, you take your black pencil again, because what you want to do is remember the selling points to your eyes are the key. Just go underneath again with the black. Bring it all the way out. Same thing over here. Then you take your liquid liner, and you see the space I have between my eyelashes and my own lash. You just take the liquid liner and you fill that in. Fill that in with black, and it makes up for you not having the lash all the way down. Now I'm going to let that dry for a minute, and we're going to put our lipstick on. Now tonight I'm going to use like a burgundy, purplish. As you can see, I've already used it, been in it. I just dip my lip gloss brush right into it. See that? Nice color, eh? Okay. Put it on kind of thick. No kissing the boys, because they'll have it all over their face and they won't be happy. Okay, you see that? All right. Now, take a little lip gloss, put it on there, like that. Then you take your lip brush from a different color. Excuse me, don't put too much on it. I got greedy and excited. Now see that? See that now? Okay. Now, as you can see, my face has been cooking. Now I'm going to go back and do my top lashes. I'm just going to mascara them a little bit, just to spread the lashes out a bit. You see that? Okay. Do the ones below as well. Now, as you can see, I'm painted, and I don't look like a clown. All right? Now, the next step to this is blending the highlighters next to underneath your cheeks. Because if you go out on the stage and you leave it like that, that's what you're going to see when you turn sideways. So just take your regular powder and blend it out. Right into it. Right into your ear. Now you see how that blended that? Okay. And that is Black Opal. Black Opal Tames, the cover girl. And then all the way down until your bust line, all the way down as you can, much as you can. Okay. Now, as you can see, I'm done. Okay. Now I'm going to get dressed for you, and I'm going to show you how I look when it's all finished. This is drag. For me, this is drag, okay? All right, just keep watching. Here we go. I want to clean up a little bit. You gotta keep your station clean, girls. Okay, just a little bit. There we go. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put my top on, as you can see. This is what I'm wearing tonight, a cute little number, okay? But the first thing I'm going to do is put my top on, okay? Can you go that way? Yeah, there we go. Okay. Now, as you can see, I have my top on. I know you wanted to see me without it, but now I have my top on. And I'm going to now do my hair, okay? Let me just get my little number for you. Could you go over there again and around, or yeah, just let's see. So this is my little hair that I'm wearing for tonight. I threw it together real quick. Usually I wear 2 or 3 more of these in here, but we're on a budget, honey. Okay, all right. Oh, excuse me. Forgot something. Gotta put a band on your head. Gotta put a band. There you go. That way you can keep your wigs on. Now, let me just pull it down like that. As you see, I pretty much did it for you already. Okay. Let me just take these here and push. This is a lace front wig, human hair. Okay. I'm going to spray it a little for you. So make sure your lace front is still when you're spraying. Your hairspray should lay your lace front down. Should. Okay. Now, You all like that look? Okay, we're not finished yet. Okay. Now I made these cute little numbers here to go with my little number here. Generally, I would have, my hair would be up here and these would cover the whole thing. But I'm just gonna show you how I do this. I take, these are Dollarama. These are Dollarama curtains holders. You know, when you pull a curtain back, that's what these are. And I just rhinestone them and glue them to some leaves. Okay, so I just take a little bit of crazy glue. I put on the back of the earring, like that. And then I put a little bit on the leaf up here and a little bit of the leaf up here. Not too much. And then I just press that onto my ear, like that. Give it a minute. It'll stay behind there like that. Just hold it for a few seconds with the crazy glue. Okay, now that is stuck. Now you have your first piece to your do. Now usually I would put this right onto this like this, which I'm going to do. But what I'm going to do is, usually that's what I would do. Bring it up here. But since I want to balance tonight, and I want you guys to know that you can do this. This costs nothing to do. It cost me $12 to make these little earrings and this little jacket I had already. It's just a little Banana Republic jacket. I went to Dollarama and I got these flowers, these leaves, and I just glued some stones from Dollarama right on them. Perfect. For divas that are on a dime when you're trying to do shows and you don't have a lot of money, but be creative. That's what people want to see. They want to see how creative you are. And if you're going to be a diva, honey, do it, okay? Don't be a half-ass entertainer. That doesn't work. Preparation is the key to any art form. Prepare yourself for what you want. If you want it, get it. Now, that one's done. What I do is just put a little more glue right there. Not too much, just a little bit, and just glue it right there, like that. Give it a minute. Do the same thing on the other side. Yep. Just a little bit. Now, what do you think? You like that? We're not finished yet. We still have to put the nails on. Any diva has to wear nails. You must